All right, everybody, come on in, come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. I am so excited to get started with you all today. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Today I'm actually just going to be Maggie because I'm really Margaret. Maggie is my childhood nickname. I am going to take you all on a very special journey that I just had this last week. I am a proud alumna of Spelman College, which is the number one HBCU here in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a girls' school, and this past weekend was my 25th college reunion. I'm going to tell you all about it. We're going to review the gala. So sit back, relax. We'll take attendance. If you would like to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. However, if you prefer to watch quietly from the clouds or on the replay, you're always welcome here. We are the happy, wholesome, family-friendly side of Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. All right, so let's see who we have here on TikTok. I see Barbara Hines, user 57, G Empire, Dolores, Gatling, Tamara Turner, Mango Rollup, Annie Rosette, Tanya Sharp, Lady Baltimore, Ella, Angel Fuentes, Lady Julian, SLC, and user. Thank you all so much for being here. On Instagram, I see Taminra, thank you so much for being here. I will be sharing my screen, so those of you all on Instagram and TikTok, if you would like to see, you can come on over to YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. I guess I should say X, but I'm old. All right, let's see who we have here. We have Nikki's news on narcissism. She says, my 30-year Spelman reunion is next year and I cannot wait. Hello, Spelman sister. So she's 5 years ahead of me. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for watching. So wonderful to have you here. We have Jürgen coming in from across the pond in Germany. He says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jürgen. We got Christina in the house. She says, hi, beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. Always gracious with the compliments. Jessica's here. She says, good evening. All right, everyone. So I am going to give you a little bit of story time, a little bit into Margaret, and then I'm going to take you directly into the gala. So if you don't know, I am the daughter of immigrants. I'm actually an immigrant myself, born in Ghana in West Africa. My parents came to the U.S. for education like a lot of immigrants do. So I grew up in the not so small town, but it was when I was there. Hello, Somalis, of Athens, Georgia. Okay, so Athens, Georgia is the home of the University of Georgia. Go Dogs. I'm still a Bulldog. My dad graduated from Georgia. My mom graduated from Georgia. My brother graduated from Georgia. So as I was coming up in Athens, the expectation was I was going to go to the University of Georgia as well. Great school. But like most state schools, it is massive. I think 30,000 students when I was coming up. I don't know how big it is now. And going to elementary, middle, and high school in that town, a lot of my classmates were just kind of going to the same university. And I wanted a little bit of a different experience. So you all have heard me sing or try to sing. I have a cooking channel and I get very happy in the kitchen. Usually what I do here is I'm live stream cooking for you all, but when I'm not in the kitchen, I do this series called a dining documentary, which means when I am out and about eating other things, because clearly I like to eat, then I review with you all what I've been eating when I was not in the kitchen. All right, so I love to sing. I grew up in the church choir, and my choir director from First Presbyterian Church in Athens, Georgia, shout out to Tom Granum, if you ever see this, wanted me to go visit this girls' school in Atlanta called Spelman College. Now, I have to say, embarrassingly, I hadn't really heard much about it. I was marching my way towards UGA. Spelman has a world-renowned glee club. They have an annual Christmas concert with Morehouse, which is the boys' school across the street, and it's on PBS every year. I'm going to play a little bit from one of their pieces so you all can hear. So I'm going to share my screen while I'm talking to you all. So he made connections for me to come to Spelman and visit for the weekend. So I was able to hear the Glee Club and a few other things. So let me see if I can share my screen here. This is a 3-minute video, but I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'll just play about a minute. I'm going to mute myself and just let you all hear a little bit of the Spelman Glee Club so you can hear about 30 years ago what I heard for the first time. All right, so you all can hear the beautiful voices. We got Jennifer in the house with the Spelman love or the blue hearts. Thank you so much for being here. So I was absolutely mesmerized. Now, I am a nerd. I am a proud, I work in tech, and I love classical music. Of course, I love pop music too, but when I heard these beautiful voices, I was enthralled, amazed, and everything. Now, to get a little personal with you all, coming up, in the family that I came up with, education was very important. And so going from like elementary to high school, I was always in honors and AP classes. Immigrant parents, they weren't having it any other way. So now I had gotten used to being the only girl that kind of looked like me, or maybe there were one or two more in the classes with me. And when I got to Spelman, I looked around and everybody looked like me. And if you cannot relate, let me just tell you, it's an amazing feeling to finally feel like you belong. Hello, Wens. Hello, the real baby. So Spelman is an HBCU. So for those of you all who don't know, that means historically Black college and university. And because of the history in the United States, women and men who look like me didn't always have the opportunity to go to a University of Georgia. So a lot of Blacks got together and made their own schools. And I'm very proud that Spelman has been #1 for many, many years. And when I went on campus, not only did I see the Glee Club, but I was able to stay in the dorm and go to classes with my host sister. And I was just amazed because everybody was, busy and doing their work and having their social life. And it was just like I finally felt like I belonged. So long story short, I went home and I told my parents, I have to go to Spelman. I have to go to Spelman. Gina loves it. The Condemned says, listening to that makes me want to do more with your voice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all see me singing all the time or trying to. Okay. So I went to Spelman College and I have a degree in chemistry. Thought I was pre-med. That's another story for another day, but I am a STEM girl. I love math and science. So I was in the laboratory and doing a lot of hard work, but in 1999, I graduated from Spelman College with a degree in chemistry. All right, so Spelman has class reunions like you all are familiar with your high school, with your colleges, and Spelman has them every 5 years. So if I graduated in 1999, now it is 2024. That means I have been out of college for 25 years. Young people, believe me, it sneaks up on you. And so with the reunions every 5 years, I didn't go to my 5-year or my 10-year. We actually moved away to Virginia and actually was able to connect with some Spelman sisters there. But when I moved back to Atlanta, my, now ex-husband in the time, moved back here. The boys were born in Virginia. I missed the community that I had, I'll say, kind of taken for granted because, you get out into the work world and life is just, as they say, life is life. And so I said, if I ever had the opportunity to come back to Atlanta, I definitely wanted to take advantage of being close to Spelman and participating. So I started mentoring and just doing other things. So I did go to, I believe, my 15th reunion. And then 5 years ago, I went to my 20th reunion. And then at the beginning of the year, they started emailing us that our 25th reunion was approaching. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? Which means I am a silver sister. So silver for 25 years. And you all will see in the footage I'm going to share with you, there were women that came that were celebrating their 50th class reunion. So those ladies are the golden girls. Yes, the golden girls. So that means they graduated in, is it 1974? Forgive me if I'm getting the year wrong. And then, yes, because I was born in 75. Hello, 29 billion and Mystic. And we also had some beautiful ladies that were celebrating their 75th class reunion. And those are the Diamond Daughters. So when I tell you that it was an experience that has really changed my life, and I want to share part of it with you all. Christina says, I miss my hometown in Virginia. I know. I used to live in Chester. I loved Virginia. Who do we have here? We got the Real Bravado Network. You all know him and love him. He has been, gosh, a supporter of mine for a long, long time, over a year now, from before I went to London. You all please check out his channel. He sends a $5 super chat saying 25 years. When you think about it, wow, just here to show some drive-by support. So I appreciate that. I will put you in the banner. Thank you so much for being here, Real Bravado Network. Okay, so yes, young people, hear me. Life happens to all of us, and it is so wonderful to have these milestones and then go back and reconnect and be happy and be proud of not only your life, where you are now, the things that you've accomplished, the school that I'm so honored to be a part of. I think this was a great moment to reflect and just be grateful for everything that I have. So I'm going to share some of that with you all. Okay, so I am going to go back and share my screen. Let me take this down. Thank you so much, Real Bravado Network. Let me put you in the ticker here as the stream sponsor. All right. So let's talk reunion. Hello Enoch and hello Nita. So if you all are new here, I usually stream every day, but I took all of last week off. I had Monday, I had the TV show. Y'all will hear about that in the fall. Tuesday and Wednesday, I was in LA for YouTube. If you want to know about that, I can recap that in another stream. And then the Spelman events were Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and kind of Wednesday and Sunday as well. So let me pull up the school's website, and I'm going to show you all just kind of high level the schedule of events, and you all can let me know if you want me to cover other things that I did, because I tried to make posts for you all while I was out and about having fun. Okay, so here is the Spelman College website. All right, so you can see here May 15th through the 19th was the reunion schedule. And so we have the Georgia International Convention Center, which is basically like every major city has one of these like convention halls where they have trade shows and auto shows and all these things where you can rent out different places. So we had some events on campus, and then we had some events at the convention center, because Spelman was founded in 1881. And so with reunions every 5 years, that means those of us that were celebrating, you know, our 25th year, which is me, the 20s, the 15s, the 10s and the 5s, plus the 30s, the 35s, you all know, count by 5. So it was a beautiful opportunity to be able to look at the older sisters and see my future, and look at the younger sisters and see my past. I was just so, it was so wonderful. We got Vel in the house. Hello, my dear. We got E. Capone in the house. Yes, welcome to class here. Thank you all. Glad to see you on TikTok. Hello, Butter Pecan. Okay, so we had the entire weekend, and so ladies flew in from all over. Luckily for me, I'm already here in Atlanta, so I had to just travel back and forth to home. But I want to share with you all just the schedule so you can see. So Wednesday, they had check-in, hello, I am, Little Money, and YB. We had the boutique, which is basically where you can shop and get all of this gear. And yes, I did a lot of shopping. I've got this bedazzled t-shirt you all can see here. I got sneakers, I got bags. So I was able to shop some Spelman branded gear. Bill says I was stunning. Thank you. Can't wait to show you all my dress. Rhea did such a good job. Y'all know I am not the style person. So we had opportunities to network with the other sisters. Thursday, we had more shopping opportunities, and then we did have the sisterhood brunch. So if you all want to see anything from that, I can show you in another stream. That's when I had the accordion dress on, and then arts, music, and literature. We also had evening events that aren't shown up here. Friday, we had the class photos. If you all saw any of the posts of me in the white dress, which is our tradition, because the white dress is what the first graduating class of First Sisters were able to afford. So to be able to stay uniform and modest, white cotton dresses, skin tone hose, and black shoes. And so for me, that just connects us to our past. Gosh, I'm getting chills. Y'all really like the dress. Oh my goodness. I'm a little nervous. Y'all know I'm not a fashionista, but thank you. Okay, so that was Friday. We did the march through the arch. All the alumni come line up and we go by class year. The Golden Girl Tea, which was, yes, class of 1974. I'll tell you all a little bit about that arch. And then Saturday, we had the True Blue Gala. So I'm going to go into deep detail with this one and show you all my pictures and video. But you can see the entire weekend leading up to graduation was full of events. And so we had events by the school, and then the Spelman class of 1999, we had our own evening mixers and house parties, not house parties, like family parties and picnics and all kind of stuff like that. Hello, Jocks. Hello, Mo. So yes, you all love the dress, and I'm so grateful for that. But one of the things that I'm really just thinking about is seeing all of the sisters there from young to old. So like on a lot of college campuses, I know they have this at UGA, we have an arch on the grounds, which you're not supposed to walk through unless you are a graduate of the school. And so every time when we come through for reunion, hello, Glam. We line up by class and we walk through the arch. So the oldest go first. And we actually had, I believe there was a Diamond Daughter from 1944. Can you all imagine? She's got to be close to 100, and there was only one, I believe, from that class. So the oldest go first, and then they are seated, and then the youngest, the ones that are younger come after. So the class that graduated in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. So by the time we walk through, you're walking through this arch and you're just looking at legacy, legacy, legacy. And when it got to the class of 2024, which are the current graduates, just tears. The babies is what I'll call them. They were just coming through with tears because you see how important it is and how we really need each other and support each other. I am so grateful. All right. So lots of sentimental moments for me. I'm really trying to hold on to it, but you all are here for the gala. So I'm going to talk about the gala. We'll talk about the food. I'll give you all a little bit of teachable moments as well. I'm glad you like the blue. Teachable moments as well. Just so you all know, Lucy and I, Luke Hazley and I, she's another content creator. We teach the Finishing School for the Modern Woman, which is an 8-week privately taught Saturday school where we teach ladies of all ages about femininity, elegance, and etiquette. So I'll give you all a little sneak peek as we go through the gala pictures. If you're interested in being part of the class, the wait list is open. You can go to teachablemoments.com. Hello, Tate boys. And put your name on the wait list. We will open it up again in the fall. What we're going to do this summer is we're going to teach the kids. So if you have any little ones between 5 and 15, we will be happy to teach them, age appropriate etiquette, conversation skills, all of that good stuff. All right, so Rodney says, thank you for sharing some of your memories. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Okay, so let us go to share my screen and I'm going to walk you all through everything. Let's come here and share this tab. All right. So I'm going to take I know it's going fast. All right, so I'm going to let it play. I'm just going to take the sound off so it doesn't echo. And I'm going to explain to you all what's happening. All right, so now you all see me every day, right? I had to get glammed up for the gala. So earlier that day, I went to Sephora to get my makeup done. Y'all know I have to have the makeup professionally done. And then Rhea Daniels, who is the founder of Paper Doll Factory, you all have seen her. She has worked with me. Anytime you see me looking very fancy, it's Rhea. It is not me, okay? My skills are in the kitchen, not with style. But for all of the events, there was a dress code. And here's your first teachable moment. Ladies, when you go to an event, you really want to adhere to the dress code. There were some that were casual, for example, the picnic. There were some that were formal, for example, the gala. There were some that were brunch attire. It's just really important that you respect what the host has asked and that you, if you aren't sure what that means, that you ask and show up so that it shows respect to others and it just contributes to the overall ambiance of the event. So since this was a gala, I needed to have a gown, and I'm so grateful. Rhea knows me and my size and what she goes and she picks stuff up, and then brings it to the house for me to try multiple things on and then puts together a look for me. So thank you, Paper Doll Factory, for getting me all the way together. Okay, y'all are still talking to yourselves. All right. So this dress in the back, I didn't really show it, but it kind of laced up like a corset. So I had to get into the dress and then go to my neighbor next door. Hello, Gigi. Hello, Dilfon. And have her help me, get cinched up in there. It was a lot, but it was beautiful and I felt lovely. And I am so excited that you all liked it too. Okay, so I have arrived at the Georgia International Convention Center. So you all can see here, let me see, it's kind of scrolling around. So it's kind of hard to see. As I arrived, they were getting some musicians ready to go. So when we arrived, there were some people sat at this table here. So you can see it says, welcome to the gala. So they checked your name off of the list to make sure you've registered. And then they gave us like our blue wristband. So you were able to come in and out. Before the actual gala began, outside in the lobby, they had bar service. So kind of like a cash bar. If you wanted to have your cocktail or mingle, you could absolutely do that. The dinner included wine. Wine was already on the table, but if you wanted to have something else, you could do that. Also out in the lobby, they had several stations where you could take pictures. So I wanted to make sure I took lots of pictures since I was all done up. We had a Spelman like fence that looked like the gates of the school. I'll show you that. We had a canopy with some beautiful flowers. I think I have that to show you all. They also had like a photo booth with the professional photography where you get to do 3 different poses. So I did that. You all will see that. And then they also had that 360-degree slow motion. I don't know what it's called, but you sit on the thing and the camera goes around you. So I wanted to make sure I took advantage of all of that. So thank you, Spelman, for making it a wonderful event. So that was out in the lobby. I'm getting checked in and I'm ready to go into the gala. We got UFO Kamikaze in the house. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so let us continue. Thank you all for the hearts. Welcome to the gala. All right, so I'm walking in, and I know this doesn't really show, but I want to give you all another teachable moment. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, but right here is the seating chart. Another teachable moment, ladies. When you go to a formal event, you want to ask first and wait for instruction before you take your seat. You don't just walk up to a table, pull out a chair and plop down. All right. Hello, Bear, and hello, D-Rock. Especially when it's a large event, but even if it's hosted in someone's home, they have put together the seating chart the way that they would like it. And so you want to show respect and adhere to that. So when I walked in, they had that chart at the front and there was a nice lady there. And so I asked her, where should I sit? That's what this little chart is. All those little dots are tables. So she asked me what class, and I said I'm class of 1999. So she found it on the table and then led me to my seat. All right, so make sure you're mindful of that when you're invited somewhere. You don't want to commit little faux pas that people say, ooh, okay, she's never been anywhere. So these are little things that help show that you know, are ready to socialize at a certain level if you're interested in that. All right, so I found out where class of 1999 was sitting, so we were kind of in the front off to the right. So I'm walking in and I'm going to take my seat. Let us continue. All right, so here comes, you all saw the percussion. All right, so I'm walking in as the drummers are coming in. One of the things I absolutely love about Spelman and all the other HBCUs, one of the classes all of us have to take is African diaspora. Now, being born in Ghana, I have African parents. Hello, Loli. And so I know a little bit more of my history, but let's face it, we came to America when I was 1. So I'm culturally American. And so one of the classes we have to take, African diaspora, really is a lesson in, you know, the history, the richness of our history before coming to the unknown world. And as part of the gala, we had drum, we had dancing, and I absolutely love that. I think knowing your history and appreciating your culture is important for all of us. We got Nikki in the house. She says your 30-year reunion is 2025. You're super excited. I'm super excited for you. You get a sneak peek today. All right, so I'm walking in, the drummers are walking towards the stage, so I'm kind of staying out of their way as I make my way to the table for class of 1999. Hello, Yinka. All right, so I have made it to my table, and I don't know if you all can see this, but each of the tables has a place card here. Now, I want to go over the place setting. This is absolutely stunning. It was a lot, but I want to go through with you. Hello, Nola. All right, so you can see each table has a number. So this is where I'm about to take my seat. So you can see that this is going to be a 3-course meal. You know, it's at least 3 courses because we've already been plated with the salad and dessert is on the table. And I think, I mean, you can look at the room, how massive it is. I think this is great because it's less for the staff to have to go back and forth. The salad and the dessert were served at room temperature. So this was wonderful. We had a wine glass, sweet tea, shout out to the South, a water glass. I know my etiquette teacher was screaming because it was packed in so tight, but our silverware is there, beautiful plating. Of course, your salt and pepper, your butter, your bread basket, everything was there. So again, ladies, when you come to, you know, a table such as this and you take your seat after you know exactly where you're to sit, the first thing you want to do is you want to take your napkin out and gently place it in your lap. So you can see the napkin is folded here underneath the salad plate. It was a nice kind of satiny material, so just watch for that, but it was beautiful. And then the other teachable moment is when you sit down, you do not start eating right away. There was a program in everybody's seat. So when you're invited to an event, it's never about the food. It's always about the occasion, the memories, meeting people. You never know if there's going to be a speech or a prayer or a moment or something. So you want to wait until you're given instruction. Now you may begin. All right. So that's the other thing. Make sure you know where you're supposed to sit and then wait for the host to guide you in the meal. So I just thought this was beautiful. Jürgen says it looks good. Thank you. I just thought this was absolutely beautiful place setting. And you can see here in the chair, that's the program. So you can sit down and open that up and know what's supposed to happen next. Okay. All right, so I just took lots of pictures for you all, like I do, some with the flash, some without the flash, but I just thought this was a beautiful spread. And you can see, I think they did a wonderful job with the centerpieces too. Here's your teachable moment on that. I love the flowers here. They're kind of low to the ground. If you're ever hosting, you want to make sure that your centerpieces do not obstruct eye level. So you either want to have them low to the table so guests can have eye contact and talk to each other, or you want to make them tall, like a long vase, and then the centerpiece is above eye level. All right, so that's another tip for you all. Hello, it's Lotus. Let us continue. All right. Oh, let me take this down. All right, so let's see what's happening here. All right, I think the drummers are making their way towards the stage. So you've already seen that. I took some close-ups for you all so you all can see. Let me see, will it move? All right, so you can see the salad. We've got some spring mix here. Looks like some radishes, cucumber, some beautiful cherry tomatoes, and then the dessert. I'll tell you all about the dessert as we get closer to it, but beautiful. And you notice the true blue theme for the True Blue Gala. All right, so I'm sitting in my seat and I'm kind of close to the stage on the right side of the room. So the drummers are coming in. They're kind of doing like a processional. Shout out to Morgan Stanley for making this event amazing. But you can see that the drummers are coming through. More pictures. And now the Golden Girls are coming in. All right. So while this is playing, let me just explain to you also again, I am what they consider a silver sister because it's my 25th college anniversary or college reunion. So the ladies that are celebrating 50 years, all of these ladies are in their 70s and looking beautiful. They gave them gold pom-poms because they're the Golden Girls, and they were escorted out by very handsome men, and they all got to take their moment. Look at these lovely ladies, graduated college 50 years ago. They have their gold medals, you all can see. I just think they look amazing. 25 more years and that will be Maggie. So they were able to come out and have their moment, and we all cheered them on. So they were coming out, hello Essie, they were coming out to the drums. All right, so you all can see beautiful salad. It was not dressed because the dressing was on the table, but you can see here we have some mixed greens, some radish, some cucumber, and some tomato, and it was excellent. All right, so the dessert, I'll just go ahead and tell you now. This was a cake underneath here, so kind of like a disc shaped cake, and then on the top this blue scoop was kind of like a mousse consistency, kind of like I want to say the inside of a Three Musketeers, but that's so like ridiculous. But it was kind of like a whipped mousse. Hello, Susan. And then there was some white chocolate shavings on here. This was a little smear of blueberry puree with some fresh blueberries and then some dollops of gold dusted whipped cream. So everything was incredible. And one other tip I will give you ladies, what are we talking about, Essie? I'm talking about my college reunion. You can join on YouTube. All right, so another tip, ladies, when you sit down, you can see that the meal is presented in courses. You want to try and pace your eating with your guests. So if you are a naturally fast eater, you'll want to read the room and slow down your eating so that you eat at the same pace as others. Likewise, if you are a naturally slow eater, read the room and you want to kind of finish the courses with your with the rest of the party that you're with. And again, this is something that we teach the ladies in the finishing school. When you go to an event, it's not about the food. So you don't want to show up hangry and, tear up everything in sight. You want to make sure that you're able to enjoy and have good conversation. All right, let us continue. So that was the beautiful dessert. And then we also had some chocolate gifted on the table. Hello, Simon Carr. All right, so this is the program. So you all can see here, they had so many different ceremonies that they wanted to take care of, but they gave this to all of us so that we could follow along. All right, I think we've already seen this. Oh, more Golden Girls are coming in. So we had so many from the class of 1974 who wanted to come and be celebrated. 50 years from graduating college. So you all can see here, it's a little bit dark, but you can see here the Golden Girl class of 1974. So these are all of the ladies that you see kind of coming through the processional. So we wanted them to have their moment. And what I decided to do while some of the procession was coming through, because I wanted to make sure I was all dolled up before I got, started eating and getting kind of sweaty, I wanted to go out in the hallway and take my pictures. So while the procession was coming through, I quietly exited. You'll leave your napkin in your seat, pick it up when you come back. I went back out to the hallway so the line was shorter and I could get some pictures made. Val says everything looks so good. Thank you, my dear. All right, let us continue. All right, so you're looking at the program. So I knew that they were bringing all these beautiful ladies in one by one. So the dinner service hasn't started yet. All right, okay, that picture is kind of fuzzy. So you all can see the ladies are coming in. You can kind of see here, they're coming in towards the front of the stage where the drummers are. And it's kind of hard to see, but they have some chairs up here for them to come and receive their flowers and be celebrated. And I don't know if I got a good picture for you all, but even the table place for the Golden Girls had extra touches. So you can see we have regular banquet chairs here and these type of ceramic dishes. They had glass dishes and beautiful fabric colored chairs. So I think Spelman did an amazing job to make them feel special. So I stood up and took a picture of one of the empty tables so you all can see, some with the flash, some without. Okay, so now I'm going out into the hallway while the procession is still coming in, and they had this beautiful traveling museum exhibit. So much history in our HBCU, so much history in our community, and I love being able to see this. So I did take some pictures, but they had these actual gowns from the past of women who, were nurses. Spelman started as a seminary. They used to have nursing, just so many different, I can't even explain it. When you see it in person, I won't read all the details to you, but you can see here. So for example, Clara Ann Howard, and you see her here with her dress on. And she was born, she was a Spelman valedictorian for the class of 1887. Hello, I am Bianca Brown. And you can see they had her gown out there. So can you imagine the history? Landon says HBCU, HBCU. Thank you so much for being here. But can you all imagine? I don't even know if I can explain the feeling and the pride when you realize who we are and you realize what we've done and just how much we have accomplished and just how much more we have to do. But to be able to see the fabric in front of you, it just gave me chills. Oh, thank you, Bianca. You enjoyed the interview. Yes, I think Tony wants to do a part 2, so stay tuned. Okay, so you all can see here, I just took some pictures, so I have posted this on my pages so you all can see some of the pictures from some of the original Spelman students. You all can see here in the dining, and just Spelman has a museum on campus, and I need to go. It's been years since I've been, but I love how they preserve the history. You can see here Ludi Clay Andrews, and she was a nurse. She passed in 1909, but was unable to be a Black nurse, and so she did work so that people of color have the ability to be nurses. And look at this. You can kind of see it. I don't know. It really touches me. So I was able to be out in the hallway and just kind of take all of this in and just remind myself of the pride and how far we've come. And like I said, who we really are and not what is often portrayed. And I will leave it right there. Hello, Nakin. Okay, so you all can see the traveling museum. So I just kind of stitched these together. So you see the nurse's outfit. I believe this was one of the students' outfits. You see the valedictorian dress, and then the Granddaughters Club for Legacy. I love this Spelman sweater. All right, so I just took some pictures. I'm going to go through those quickly. So now I've come outside. I'm coming back into... Okay, they're still doing their processional, so I'm coming back inside. I just popped out for a minute. What's happening here? Oh, you all can see. Okay, so I want to show you all what they did for the Golden Girls. It's beautiful. So the Golden Girls are still coming in, and you see how they come in with their pom-poms. They have their medal. These are all women who graduated from Spelman 50 years ago. swinging that cane. All right, so you can see a little bit in the front here how they set up these beautiful fabric chairs for them to come and have their seat. And then they had special seating for the Golden Girls. You can see here, I know I'm pausing it, but notice their glass chargers. They had like a beautiful table setting especially for them. I didn't want to get in the way, but I'm telling you, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Hello, Aries one. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, thank you for sharing. I'm glad you all enjoyed this. Oh, thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. Okay. So our Golden Girls are still coming in. You all can see, obviously our school colors are blue and white. This was the True Blue Gala, so they were having their moment. All right, so just more. I think I popped in and then popped back out again. All right, everyone. All right, so shout out to Poppin' Pixels. All right, y'all. So I popped in. They were still doing the processional. Thank you for the roses, Butter Pecan on TikTok. I popped in. They were still doing their processional. So I wanted to come out and do all the photos and take everything. So I stood on that little disc. I don't know if y'all have ever done that. It is kind of fun. You know, I did my best, but oh, Ari says you look beautiful. Oh, thank you guys so much. I tried. I'm not cool like that, but this was all part of the reunion experience. Hello, Miss Middle. So I was able to stand on that little spinner. Excuse me. And then after you're done, like you spin around and it's like 10 seconds, and then you put your phone number in the little screen and it texts you the video. So they were just kind of running people through the line. So I wanted to get up there and have a little fun. So I clipped a little bit of that you all were able to see. Let us continue. So there's Maggie. Oh my goodness. All right. So now I think I'm ready to go in. Okay, so the procession has ended. So you all can see they have cleared the stage. Now all of the Golden Girls have come in and been announced. And so they have given us permission to begin eating. The jazz band has started playing. And this sister is my spirit sister. We started with the soft jazz. She is dancing. She said, I will come back to that salad when I come back to it. So we had a wonderful band, and they played smooth music. They played, funk music. Live music is great. Y'all know you do not have to ask me to get up and dance. But by the time I came back in, after being on the spinner, thank you, Jurgen. By the time I came back in, they had said we could begin eating. So I sat down at my seat, and they had this wonderful, I believe it was like a lemon poppy seed dressing. So it was a cream-based dressing, and I was kind of liberal with it. It was so good. I drizzled this all over my salad. It was excellent. And then also you all saw these pictures. So while I was out in the hallway, they had those little photo booths too as well. Let me go back. They had the little photo booth. So I did this while I was out in the hallway. And you all know those things where you stand there and the machine counts down. Hello, Emmett. The machine counts down and you get to do 3 different poses. And they give you the little, looks like a little bookmark with your pictures. And then they also text you your pictures. So I wanted to do everything so we could capture the moment. So I got my little spinner video and my little pictures, and now I've come back inside and we are ready to begin eating. All right, so I'm eating my salad. They had a bread basket there, so let me give you all your bread etiquette. All right, so of course, you all see we are at this large table. You don't want to stand up and reach over anybody. So make sure you ask for items to be passed to you if they're out of your reach. And then you just offer the people next to you, would you like any bread? Then you help yourself and then you pass it on to your right. All right. So you want to take your bread out of the basket, put it on your plate. You don't want to be fingering through there and looking through everything. So take your bread, Bread is a finger food, so when you put it on your plate, the proper bread etiquette is to pinch off a bite-sized piece. There was a butter tray there, salted butter. It was amazing. You scoop a little bit of that onto your plate, and then you just butter the little piece of bread that you have pinched off, and you eat it in one bite. You don't open it up and slather and close it back and eat it like a sandwich. You don't take a big hunk of bread and yank it away from your mouth. There is an elegant way to eat bread, and that is your bread etiquette. Val says, bread at the table, no etiquette. Y'all, I was good. I only had one of those little rolls. I could finish the basket of bread before the food comes. Jessica says you look gorgeous as usual. Thank you, sweetheart. But yes, they did have bread, and I did enjoy. For research purposes, I had to try everything for you all. All right, so we had our bread basket. That was lovely. All right, so now we have finished our salad, and now it is time to eat the meal. All right, so I'll show you all what we had. It was incredible. I think I got a brighter picture. All right, so now it is time for the actual dinner. So the staff of the convention center, hello Lalina, of course, like wait staff does, they're going to come around and they're going to check, do you need anything? They're refreshing water, refreshing tea, asking if you need anything. So I finished my salad with my piece of bread, and so they have cleared the salad plates, and so now they are bringing your entree. And they have the plates with the dome on top to keep it warm. And it was a chicken and fish meal. So it was a chicken breast. I think they call it airplane or airline chicken because it has the little drumette bone inside. It's a beautiful presentation, very tender. Underneath here, this is like a scalloped potato. So it was like a cheesy potato, very tasty. Some asparagus on top, a little radish for a garnish, and then fish on the side. So you had chicken and fish. I believe it was either halibut or grouper, but it was a very delicate white fish, so flaky, so delicious. Y'all know how I usually do. I take pictures and videos of everything and take a bite, but I was trying to be elegant at the table, so I just took a picture of the plate, but it was exquisite. You could have salted and peppered it, but I thought for a very light, delicate entree, it was perfect. Yes, Lady Gigi, I'm on YouTube if you want to join. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher, on all channels. Okay, so let us continue. So I am enjoying my entree. And now the program continues on. So they're giving out awards. They're giving updates about the school. I popped back out again because I wanted to take some pictures. This was a little setup that they had outside in the convention hall to kind of mimic the entrance to Spelman College. So I did take a picture there, and then they had this like canopy with flowers. They did their best. I mean, you can tell it's in a convention center lobby, but they had lots of stations for you to take individual or group pictures. So now I popped back into the gala, and they introduced Miss Spelman. So like a lot of places have, your homecoming court, your homecoming queen. This is Miss Spelman, dear sister, obviously young, beautiful, smart, and super sweet. So I did get a picture with her. She came to the podium. So she will be Miss Spelman. And now we have finished our entree, and it is time for dessert. Aries says halibut is one of my favorite fish. I may have to add some halibut to my list and cook it because it's a white fish, a very light, flaky fish. Hello, Mike Canty. Good to see you. And it was kind of a thicker cut of fish. You all saw the picture, and it was seared on one side. So it had like a really nice crust, but it wasn't overdone because, fish, you can dry it out. It was very tender. You didn't even need your knife. You just cut into it and it just melted into your mouth. So I thought the halibut was excellent. The chicken was excellent. The potatoes were excellent. The asparagus, it was good. A little limp for me. I like a little crispness in my veggies, a little bit more al dente, but you all saw the banquet hall, hundreds of people there. I thought they did an amazing job. All right, let us continue. All right, so now it's time for dessert. They have cleared out our entrees, and now we have moved on to our third course, which is the dessert course. So you all have already explained it. This was cake with a whipped mousse on top, white chocolate shavings, blueberry puree with fresh blueberries, and dollops of whipped cream. If you are team sweet, you already know. Those of y'all that are team savory, you already had your halibut and your scalloped potatoes, but it was excellent. And then we got a little piece of chocolate. This is from Coco Asante Ghana chocolate. I'm going to have to support them. I'll probably have to place an order for a variety box to do a sampling for you all. But I love how you'll notice, on the tables, so many throwbacks and nods to our rich history and tradition. And you all know I'm a Ghana girl, so I absolutely love that and I enjoyed it. They have all kind of different flavored chocolates. Okay, so now we have a dance presentation. So the drummer is coming back out again. They're also talking about philanthropy with the school. So those of you all that are college alumni, we are alumni, that's men and women. Alumni is just women because we are a girls' school. Val says, I chicken fried some Alaskan cod Saturday that I got from Costco, and you won't do it any other way. It was so good. Oh my goodness, maybe I'll have to try that. Send me the recipe. Maybe we can recreate that. Got some pescatarians in my family. So yes, what was I saying here? Okay, so those of you all who have graduated from college, once you become an alumni, or for us, alumni, a big part of keeping your school going is to give back once you go out into the world and you make something of yourself. So we have a campaign, Every Woman, Every Year, which just means you give back any amount to the school. And it shows when your own students support you. It shows like a health. It helps for the health of the school in requesting funding from bigger donors. So you saw that our gala was sponsored by Morgan Stanley. Spelman has had so many big corporate sponsors, give and gift and do things for the school. And a big part of that is because of the work that we do, the graduation rate that we have. The school has such high marks. It's competitive to get into. It's number one for a reason. And because the alumni are very dedicated to the school. Bill says, was I part of the planning committee? I am not. We have a wonderful Nicole Danielle was our class president. And so she has a committee. I did not plan. I took all last week off to go and enjoy. I just wanted to enjoy the experience, but they did an amazing job. But I did take some notes when we had the finishing school graduation, some things I can do. Hello, Mona. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you all for liking the live stream. Okay, so you can see here, they are, as part of the program, they're talking about the amount of money that the alumni have given to the school. So for the Golden Girls, which are the ones that came through, you all saw them, the class of 1974, since their last reunion, which was 5 years ago, they've given over $2.3 million to the school and almost 50% percentage rate. So that is amazing for everyone for every two that graduates, almost one has given back to the school. And so I think that's wonderful. So this is a big part of the program. They're talking about that all of the classes, we kind of have a little competition, who is going to, win the giving campaign. So, big fundraiser and wonderful moment for the school. You can see the Golden Girls are there cheering with their pom-poms because they had such a wonderful turnout. Wonderful wine on the table. We had red wine, white wine from McBride Sisters Black Girl Magic wine. So again, you can see as much as possible supporting the community. Hello, Top Flight and Askabadi. So you all can see and hear a little bit. We had African drumming and a dance presentation. This is from, Spelman has a beautiful fine arts department. So this is one of our students. She was doing a dance performance for all of us. So the entertainment and just showcasing the richness of the school. So you all can see a little bit here. I'll mute myself and let you watch. Oh, I thought I muted myself. I'm so sorry, y'all. Mona says, Maggie, you looked beautiful during your reunion activities. Thank you so much. Y'all know it takes a village. Rhea and I had to plan. Okay, I have to give it all to Rhea. Literally, and this is one of the benefits of hiring professionals, y'all. I have many skills, but fashion is not one of them. Hello, Donna. But when I got the invitation for the reunion weekend, I sent the invitation and the calendar of events to Rhea, and each one came with a dress code. So what to wear for brunch, what to wear for the picnic, what to wear for the gala, what to wear for the march through the arch. And Rhea put everything together down to the jewelry and the accessories and brought it to me and literally was like, on Friday, wear this, this, and this. Take a picture, make a video, done. On Saturday, wear this, and this. Take a picture, make a video, done. Because there's no way that I could put that together. So I was so grateful. So literally on Friday, I pulled up my phone and I was like, what am I supposed to wear? And she had it all laid out for me. So I'm so grateful. So look, for regular everyday, it's not needed. But when you're going to be photographed, and if you have a brand or a channel, it's important that you show up and represent. So thank you, Paper Doll Factory. My stylist, our next event, you all know I'm going to London for the Cartier Polo, and she's already working on an outfit for me so that I can show up, because y'all know I don't know what to do. Hello, Ty Fly. Okay, let us continue. So all of that is Rhea. So the dance performance is going on. Let's see, is there anything left before the dancing begins? Okay, the drum is done. So now the dance performance is over. They're talking about more contributions. So our class, so this is the Silver Sisters. So class of 1999, a third of us gave back and gave almost $500,000. So $422,000 since our last reunion. So they went through this. Y'all, this GIF is so funny. They went through this for each class, and then they gave the awards. Class of 1974, the Golden Girls came in first place with $2.3 million given back to the school. Shout out to them. Class of 1969, so this is 55-year reunion, right? 1.7 million. And then class of 1984, which is what, 30 years ago, 30 something years ago? 35? Y'all struggle math, 1.5 million. So just a wonderful moment to celebrate giving back to our alma mater. And that is what allows the school to keep growing and to keep producing amazing women. All right, so you all loved the dress. So by now, the pictures have started to come through my phone. So I grabbed a couple for you all. So you all can see, this is Maggie in the photo booth. So Rhea picked out this beautiful blue accordion dress for me with the plunge neckline. She had these hoop earrings and accessorized with the gold clutch and the gold bracelet. I also had gold shoes. And this is my little blue wristband that they gave us when we checked in so we could come in and out of the gala. All right, so now it is time to dance. All right, so we have finished the program. We're about to wrap it up. We have finished the dinner service. We have finished the program, all of the awards. So now the dance floor is open, and y'all already know if there is a dance, Maggie is ready to dance. Bill says your waist disappeared. Let's talk about that, y'all. So yes, that dress, y'all saw it. And I've worked on my health and wellness. I'm gonna always have to lose like 10 more pounds for the rest of my life. But it had an empire waistline. So for me, the waistline for me is right up underneath. That's the smallest part of my midsection. And then in the back, it was like a long string and it was a corset. So literally you had to like thread it through and then cinch it up. But yes, I thought the dress was very flattering for my figure. I have a ways to go. But yes, thank you so much for that, Vel. Okay, so once we got cinched up and stuffed in the dress, y'all know I was ready to dance. So you can see we're out on the dance floor. We're ready to have a good time. There's Miss Spelman. All right, y'all already know Maggie is singing and dancing, but a lot of ladies on the floor. This is Miss Spelman, our sweet sister. She is the reigning Miss Spelman, beautiful. So she is 25 years plus my junior. But like I said, you all, it's just amazing to be able to see the Golden Girls at their 50th reunion, the Diamond Daughters at their 75th reunion, and then being able to see the Spelman sisters that are coming up, that are graduating 2024, class of 2025 and beyond. Because I'm not in a sorority, but I feel like the Spelman sisterhood is basically a sorority. It's considered the Ivy League of the South for HBCUs, and I'm so grateful. So taking pictures, just dancing, y'all already know. Here we go. All right, so y'all know Maggie was dancing. Dinner is done. We're on the dance floor having a good time. Everybody is jamming. So you all can see the gowns, the old, the young. We are having a good time. The band was jamming, and I was here for it. So, it was just a beautiful party, a beautiful gala, the energy. I did take some more pictures for you all, so we'll close it out. You all can see the dress here, and I think you can see a little bit of the shoe. So I took a picture in that arch. Now, by now, I've been dancing and sweating a little bit, but I have some gold heels on to match the gold clutch, to match the gold bracelet, and then these iridescent hoops. So there's the dress, there's the like the trumpet flutter sleeves, the beautiful accordion, which apparently is trending right now. Y'all know I don't know. Thank you, Jurgen. I appreciate that. So I'm cinched up in the back trying to hold it all in. But I wanted to take lots of pictures for you all. So this was at the entrance where it said, "Welcome to the Gala, Spelman College," so you all can see. And this is one of the benefits of working with people who can style anyone. I felt like a princess, and you all seem to love it as well. And I can't wait for my 30th reunion. So in 5 more years, we will do it again. So they're bringing up the house lights, but y'all can see we are still on the dance floor, shutting the party down. You can see this was for the Golden Girls. But yeah, so I have danced my heart out. We are wrapping up, but I had an absolute blast. I think they kept playing, and I kept dancing. So all right. You all get the gist of it. Let's see if there's anything else. On and on and on. All right, they were playing all of the songs y'all already know. So everybody was cutting a rug. We were having a good time, just dancing, just getting it in, enjoying the moment. This was the last night of the reunion weekend. This was Saturday night. Reunion was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and this was Saturday night. So we wanted to close out with a bang. Even the band was on it. So if you like live music, if you like cutting a rug, if you like having a good time, this was the place for you. So shout out to the band, shout out to everyone who put this together. So proud to be a part of Spelman College. I am a proud alum. It just really reset me with all the work that we do and just seeing our legacy. And you all know how I feel about the older women teaching the young. And, you know, I was able to see older women that inspired me. And it was, it just really fueled me to want to do even more. So we are still doing it. You all get the point. We had an absolute blast, and this is my first time coming to the gala. Before I went to other reunion events. It's a lot. There's morning events, then you got to go home and change and come back for evening events. But I took the time off of work. I took the time off of streaming, and I just wanted to share. I wanted to be in the moment and really enjoy. Because one of the things I remember from my time at Spelman, they always told us, remember this. When you go out into the world, you're not going to have this, meaning you're going to have experiences where you're going to be the only one in the boardroom, where you're going to be the only one in the office, where you're going to feel alone. Remember these moments when you have your Spelman sisters, and when you move to different places in the world. That's one of the first things I do, is find out where the Spelman alum are, because they have been there, for me when we were expecting our first, baby shower gifts, welcoming me into new cities. And like I said, we just partied hard. So it was amazing. I cannot wait. I'll do it again in 2029. Oh my gosh, can you believe it? So, Lord willing, if we're all still here, I'll be sharing my 30th college reunion with you all. So, again, ladies, the takeaway. We are all going to age. I believe we can age gracefully. And if you make the decisions that you will look back and be proud of, you will have moments, however they are, and you will feel a joy for the rest of your life to come. All right, so let's see, as we wrap it up, thank you so much, Jurgen's beautiful pictures. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. I have posted pictures on my Instagram as well as on my community tab. I love sharing experiences with you all, whether I'm cooking in the kitchen or eating. The food was great, but the memories were even greater. So shout out to Spelman College, the class of 1999, the Golden Girls, the Diamond Daughters. Hello, Miriam. Thank you so much for being here. And shout out to the band. They were amazing. So on my way out, I took some pictures at the Spelman makeshift gate. I wanted to take some pictures. Y'all can see I have been dancing, but I had a wonderful time. One more time for the princess dress, and then I wanted to do a few slow motions just to kind of enjoy the moment. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Oh, someone took the picture, but I'm melting. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Hello, Jody Ops and Lena. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So tomorrow is Wednesday. Lucy and I will be back. We are going to be reacting to some TikTok videos. If you're new here, I make food and femininity content. So I love sharing all kind of things with you all. So thank you for taking a trip down memory lane with me. I had an absolutely amazing time celebrating 25 years of my Spelman class reunion. Okay, let us stop here. We're going to go ahead and dismiss everybody. Thank you so much. Tomorrow's stream will be 9 p.m. Eastern, if you're interested in femininity content with me and Luke Hazley. If you all want more Spelman content, you can let me know. I can do more on Thursday, or I can get back in the kitchen and cook up some recipes for you all. All right. Let's go ahead and dismiss. Thank you all so much for the hearts on TikTok. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and end. And then Instagram, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate the support. See you tomorrow. Aries says, thank you. You're welcome, my dear. Thank you, Jurgen. Thank you to Real Bravado Network for coming through with a $5 blessing. I appreciate it so much. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and end, and I will see you all tomorrow with Luke Casey, 9 p.m. Eastern.